Okay, here's another video. Gonna try to keep this one pretty short. I just wanted to make a video today because I started doing Nick Zei's 30-day lock-in challenge, and that's Nick Zei. I think just Nick Zei on Instagram. And you basically just try and lock in for 30 days and make a commitment to taking massive action for 30 days. And for me, man, it's hard to decide what direction I want to go with my action. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because it just feels so fucking hard to commit to anything else that isn't hockey. Like, I don't know what else lights me up. I don't know what else I want to do. I know I'm interested in like psychology and nature of reality type stuff and finding out the truth basically in this world and in this universe as much as I can, but I don't know what delivery system for that, or if that's like something that I really want to do with my time, is like help or teach people this stuff or work with people in a coaching capacity or just put out content about it. I don't know. It doesn't feel like something that excites me a ton. But then I've also been thinking, I always get these ideas and I get these inspirations, and it'll feel like a good idea and something I want to act on, and then I'll stop and I'll think about it, and I'll eventually think my way out of the idea. And I think the key for me, I think I'm sabotaging myself, and I think the key for me is I'm not going to know 100% what I love to do outside of hockey and what that next thing is going to be. I think the key for me is to just take action, just take massive action, try stuff, experiment, be okay with not knowing how something's going to go, and just fucking take action and figure it out as you go and iterate on the fly. So that's why I think I want to put out a video like this every single day. That's part of something I want to do in my 30-day lock-in challenge. Just talk about whatever every day, kind of turn the camera on and just see what comes up. And something else that I really want to do, that I really think would help me, is I see a lot of people on YouTube and stuff who are cold approaching women or just cold approaching strangers or doing rejection therapy or shame attacking. I've heard it been called in public, where you just do embarrassing shit basically and use that as a way to desensitize yourself to attention from other people's eyes on you, and desensitize yourself from judgment from other people. And that feels like something I really want to give a shot at, because for the longest time I've had this kind of constriction inside me, and it feels like there's something in me that wants to come out, but there's a shell around me that doesn't allow me to fully express this thing that's inside me that feels like wants to come out. This like weird, way more expressive person Okay, camera shut off there, and we were talking about being more expressive and doing those challenges. So that's something that I definitely want to do, and it's something that I've thought about implementing into the 30-day challenge and just taking like massive action with that. Like going out in public and just approaching like one person after the next. And I think it's good to do it with women because that's more nerve-wracking, and for me at least takes more courage than just approaching a random dude. Even though that can be a bit uncomfortable too. And also the embarrassing things are make you look pretty weird when you're in public, but I swear after you do them you feel like $1,000,000. So I think that is maybe something I should really think about doing in this 30-day challenge as well. These videos, the approaching, the rejection therapy, the shame attacking, and yeah, I think I just want to take some massive action in these next 30 days. And even though I don't know what the hell I'm really doing or what I want out of these things, like as long as I'm just doing something. And all right, so the last part of the video, I'm just gonna do a little speaking practice, and ChatGPT's given us a word to talk about, and I'm just gonna talk about it in order to practice syncing up my brain and my mouth without having to think so hard, just practicing riffing. And the word of the day was roots. So we're going to talk about roots, I guess. Okay, we're having some technical difficulties there, but okay, we're back. Camera shut off for some reason. Anyways, the roots, let's restart the timer. Roots are what keeps the plant grounded and stable in the soil. It's what absorbs the nutrients and the water from the soil. It's basically like the mouth of the plant, I guess. I don't know. What it makes me think more of is something I heard pretty recently, is how Carl Jung, I think it was Carl Jung, he said that the higher your branches reach to heaven, the lower your roots must reach to hell. I'm sure I didn't say that completely right, but something along those lines. And to me, I think that means that I compare it to when people say like you want to be able to have high highs, and if you want to have the high highs, the peak experiences, you have to have the capacity to feel the low lows too and know what that's about. So if you don't want to just be at a 5 all the time and kind of live a neutral existence, I think you have to go within yourself and into those deep dark corners and know those dark parts of yourself that can be scary and frightening, and not be afraid of those, and not be afraid to have a relationship with those parts of you. And I think in doing so, you allow yourself to get more in touch with those other parts of you. There's the timer. That allow you to experience those high highs as well. So I think it's about being in touch with all aspects of yourself. But anyways, I'll cut it there, and that's today's video. And yeah, peace.